everyone, welcome back. It's Modeling here. If you are new to this channel, thank you for stopping by and welcome. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and make sure you hit the bell so you get notified each time I make a new upload. With that being said, let us get into the purpose why we are making this video. So if you watched my last video, you remember I said I was going to give you guys a video where I explained how I pivoted from being a 9-to-5 girl to a remote tech worker. Remember, right? This is that video. Stay tuned and go nowhere. So you guys know how our parents always tell us, go to school, read your book so you become a doctor or a lawyer, or somehow you get a respectable job where you get paid something good. You guys know that story, yeah. So I followed in that line and I found myself in Lagos after NYSC. Lagos wasn't a bed of roses, if I should say. It was something else, but I persevered. I stayed in Lagos for I think 2 years and some months, and it all happened in 2023 when I told myself, girl, you can't keep on living like this. Lagos was basically killing me, so I had to run, and I ran back to Port Harcourt. On getting to Port Harcourt, I had to look for a job. I needed a job, something to keep me going, because I didn't want to stay at a spot in the house doing nothing. So I got a job, a 9-to-5 job, and if I should say, it wasn't what I expected. The stress was something else. I was looking stressed. I was literally losing weight every day. Every day when I get home, if I don't cry to sleep, I cry on my way home. And it feels like I'm not doing what I like. I wasn't happy, guys. I wasn't happy. This is not about saying, was I sure, was I not sure? I knew deep down that I wasn't happy doing this job or what I was doing. It got as bad as I got so many anxiety attacks, like when it's Sunday and it just clicks that tomorrow is Monday. I just start feeling so anxious, like, oh my God, I can't believe I'll be going back to this routine over again. Going to the office, being stressed over nothing. And then I think the stress was more of mentally than physically, because I don't know how to explain it, but I was getting drained every day, and each day was more worse than the previous day. So I told myself, babe, you're smart, you got to do something. This is your number 6. And as God may have it, I had a friend, I have a friend, because we're still friends. I have a friend who is very knowledgeable in the crypto space, and I explained my plight to her. I was like, guy, I am drowning in this 9-to-5 thing and I don't think I want to continue. So he was like, okay, I will hold your hands and I will teach you, but the onus of the whole thing falls solely on you. What he meant by that was, it's not just about teaching you or holding your hands. You should want it as bad as you say you do, because it's only when you want something so bad and then your actions shows that, okay, it's not just about saying, oh, I want this thing, I want this thing. Your actions should also show that you want this thing. And then the whole training phase started. In the mornings, I go to work, my normal 9-to-5 jobs. I go to work, I come back, and then when I come back, it was me, my friend, and my laptop. We were always at it, going back to back. When I say I was grilled, guys, I was grilled. God. I wasn't someone who was into all of the Twitter and Discord and all of those things, but my friend made sure I opened a Twitter account. He made sure that every day I was checking for new crypto projects, and reading about them, knowing what they are about. When they bring out their ambassador program, he made sure I applied. For me, it was very stressful. I won't even lie. In my head, I was like, what's the difference between what I'm going through now and what I'm going through in my 9-to-5 job? There's no difference. But then something in me just kept pushing me to go on. So I did. I was writing threads. I was doing a whole lot of things. I was doing threads posting on Facebook. I was doing threads posting on Twitter. I was doing a lot. At some point, I even ventured into doing the whole, what is it even called? I did a lot. I did a lot. And in this whole phase, at some point I couldn't sleep at night because it felt like I was losing myself. Up there, I wasn't okay. I was always thinking, so is this what has become of me? Shouldn't I have left Lagos? Should I have stayed back in Lagos? Maybe things are going this way because I was supposed to be in Lagos and then I just fled. Because literally I fled, actually. I ran for my life. So I didn't know if all of these things was just because I left Lagos. Because I don't know if I should call it suffering. Yes, I suffered, and then finally, after the whole training phase, actually the training never ends, but at some point I got to know my left from my right. I got to understand what I could do in the crypto space and what I wasn't interested in doing. I wasn't interested in doing DJing. I wasn't interested in being a creative, which actually encompasses a lot. I know the whole thread writing, and it was nice and fun for the time it lasted, but deep down I knew I wanted to do something more relaxing, but then much more rewarding. Then I got to find out that I could basically chat on an app and get paid for it. I was like, that's nice, why not I give it a try? So I did. My friend again introduced me to the app, which I downloaded and created my account and everything, and I followed a lot of projects. I joined their Discord, their channel. Some I even had to join the Telegram channels too, and then that was where the main work started. I started chatting, trying to make myself noticed by the owners of the projects, which we call devs, the developers. I tried in so many projects, and at some point I started feeling like, oh my god, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I should just concentrate more on my 9-to-5 job and just forget about this whole crypto thing. But then there was just this voice that kept on telling me, just relax, just give it a try, just persevere, just keep on doing what you're doing, and then very soon you get the reward of it. No matter how exhausted I was, no matter how tired I was, I just kept on going. One project developer noticed me. I can't mention the name of the project because I signed so many NDAs not to divulge some information, so I'm sticking to that so I don't get sued. And I started the job. It was awesome, I wouldn't even lie. It was amazing, and the pay was something I couldn't wrap my head around, because at first then it sounded like a whole lot of money, because someone who was just coming from being paid the very least we get paid here in Nigeria as a 9-to-5 girl, so joining crypto and being a tech remote girl, like I don't have to get up in the morning and rush to go have my bath because I have to get to the office. I work with my phone. Where my phone is where my office is. Where my laptop is where my office is. So I am always at work without the whole mental pressure, without the whole, oh, you have to do this at so time. Oh, I need you to be here. Why are you not doing this? Oh, this and that. All of those things. No. I was so glad that I was able to do away with all of those things, because those were part of the things that were draining me so much. Because why would you be yelling all the time at someone? I am human just as you are, and I don't want all of that. So I weighed the pros and cons, and I embraced this crypto job with the whole of my heart, and I gave it my all. And then there was something else. Along the line I got fired. Not along the line, the following day I got the job today, The following day, I woke up to a message from this same person that hired me telling me, oh, there was a misunderstanding. He had no idea I was Nigerian, and his colleagues are not comfortable with, those kind of excuses. But then I was compensated. I was paid much more than I even worked. And he apologized and apologized. And yes, it felt so bad losing something like that, because I knew how long I have worked for that job. I knew how long I have wanted that particular job. I knew how long I have, the whole sleepless nights, like everything leading up to that point. It was too much for me, and guys, I cried. I couldn't sleep. I cried, right? My friend kept on telling me, don't worry, a better one will come. But in my head, I was like, I can't even fathom the possibility of a better job than this one coming, because guys, the pay, the pay wasn't what I expected it would be. Yeah, I knew there's money in crypto, but I didn't expect the pay to be that huge. So I mourned this job for weeks. I was still in mourning. But even while I was mourning, I was still looking for other jobs, right? So I don't just, lose out on all sides. And as God may have it, and as my friend was always telling me, guess what? A better job actually came. Yeah, a better one came. And I am so glad that I have this job, because I still do. And I can't divulge a lot of information because, like I said, I also signed an NDA with this project. So yeah, they protect their privacy a lot. But it's basically doing what you guys do, being on your phone 247, chatting on your WhatsApp, on your Facebook, and guess what? You get paid for it. So I would say being in crypto has really opened my eyes to a whole lot of things, and I just realized how much underpaid we are here in this country. Yeah, we are actually underpaid. And this is not me, this isn't me trying to shame anybody, but when I got into this space, I realized that there are companies out there, there are people out there who will literally pay you to do the most basic thing, and you have no idea how much you can make from being on your phone every day of your life. So like I said, I still had to go through the whole process of these guys noticing me and knowing that, oh, okay, I've got all it takes to, be hired. And I chased and chased and chased. And the good thing is I found them quite early. So they were still in their foundation building phase. Yeah, so I pitched myself, and it wasn't just about pitching yourself. You still have to show yourself that this you're telling them that you can do. Let them see you doing it. So that was exactly what I did. And mind you, my friend was the one that gave me all of these tips and how to go about it. He wrote a resume for me. He hyped me up in ways I didn't even imagine that I could be. From my resume to my applying skills, to how to pitch myself, to how to make myself visible in the crowd, I wasn't the only one looking for a job. There were a whole lot of people looking for a job. But then he gave me tips, and he gave me styles and patterns and things to do and how to place myself strategically. And I did, and it paid off, because after I pitched myself over and over, I made myself available, I made myself to be noticed. I sent him my resume, and then one day the long-awaited conversation happened. And with this job, I actually didn't know how much the pay was, right? Because we didn't agree on a pay, and that was because I wasn't the only one that was being hired. They were about hiring others, so they wanted to go into their closet and have a meeting and agree on how much they would pay us. So before the whole agreement, we had to sign some NDAs, as they are used to doing, because they want to protect their privacy. And we did all of that. We signed NDAs, we were always active and every other thing. And then one day my friend was like, you can't just be working without knowing how much you will get paid. Ask these people, ask this man how much he will pay you. And then I summoned up the courage and I entered his DM and I asked him, and guys, you won't believe how much I was told that we're going to get paid. And I just realized that sometimes those things that we are looking for so bad, they are just right there in front of us. We just have to mature into them. Because believe you me, with the other job I lost, the money sounded so big, like it sounded so huge that I was even distracted from the work I was doing, right? But then with this one, because I have been, working towards it, making myself noticeable and all of those things, pitching myself, I don't know if I should say, I think I grew some kind of momentum, like I grew into it. So when I heard the pay, I was like, okay, yeah, cool. It's amounts to the energy I'm putting into this work and to the work I'm going to be doing. So the work started, and believe you me, I would give anything not to ever be a 9-to-5 girl ever in my life again, because being a remote tech worker has given me the privilege, has given me the time, has given me the ability to do a whole lot of things, e.g. YouTube. If I was a 9-to-5 girl, where would I find the time to be doing this right now? I wouldn't even dream of it, because right now I would be on my bed sleeping because I need the energy to go to work the following day, right? But I'm with my phone, I'm doing this video, I'm recording, I'm working. So you see how nice that is? Yeah, that is so nice. I won't divulge all of my tips and everything. So if you have watched up to this point and you are yet to like, subscribe, also hitting the bell so you get notified, this is the perfect time to do so. Until I see you next time, I remain your humble girl, Madeline. Thank you for stopping by, and please do not forget to share this video so others also see. Okay? Mwah. Love you. Bye.